So today I'm looking at the possibilities for the standard Neo Nectar deck, and I'm seeing one flaw. And it's not like the biggest flaw, but it's kind of big. So we just got the reveal of Dream Spinning Ranunculus, Ahsha. If you don't know what she does, here's her skill. Continuous Vanguard Circle. During your turn, if you have 2 or more units with Ahsha in their card names, this unit gets power plus 10,000. If you have 3 or more, it gets critical plus 1. And then act Vanguard Circle, Soul Blast 1, retire 2 rear guards, call an Ahsha's Flower Fairy token to Rearguard Circle. So pretty good skill, especially for rush down type deal. So basically what this means is, first ride, you create an Ahsha's Flower Fairy token. These 2 get plus 10,000. You probably got the force marker on your Vanguard. So now it's 33k, and then you can call another unit with Ahsha in its card name, and then you get a crit. McDonald's noises or whatever. That's pretty good. It's really good. But some of the other support that goes with it is crazy busted, and that makes the rush even scarier. Let's talk about Inez. Her name on the wiki is kind of silly. It's Cornflower Flower Maiden. Inez. Cornflower Flower. We love those. So she's got a skill. Vanguard Circle when placed, or Vanguard Rearguard Circle when placed, Counterblast, Soul Blast. Look at 5 cards from the top of your deck, call a card from among them to Rearguard Circle, and shuffle your deck. If you have another unit with the same card name as the called unit, draw a card. Pretty good, right? So that's one of the possible units that can get you a draw, but it costs a Counterblast and a Soul Blast. But since you now have the VR Ahsha, you're not really going to be counterblasting as much as you would with the trial deck Ahsha. And then she's got Auto Vanguard Circle, Rearguard Circle. When your other rearguard is placed by your card's ability, this unit gets power plus 5,000 until end of turn. So by her own ability, she can get herself plus 5,000 and a booster or another unit for your column. So I'm thinking she gets run at 2 or 3, honestly. She's really strong. Obviously, Dream Spinning Ranunculus gets run at 4. Osmanthus Maiden and Nelma, she is absolutely crazy good support for standard and premium because, like I said, one of the things I found was a struggle for this deck was drawing cards because, I don't know, man, they just don't want Neo Nectar to have everything in every format. I won't blame them for that. But she got revealed yesterday. Her skill is Vanguard Circle, Rearguard Circle, so like Sylvia. When placed, Counterblast, Soul Blast, unlike Sylvia. Draw a card and call a plant token to Rearguard Circle. That's draw power. We needed that. We really did. And then continuous Rearguard Circle if you have a rearguard on your Rearguard Circle with the same card name as your grade 3 or greater Vanguard. All of your units get boost. So let's say you ride Dream Spinning Ranunculus. You call the Fairy Flower token. Yeah, that's what it's called. Fairy Flower tokens. Flower Fairy token? Whatever. The token. And then you call a third Ahsha to your field so that your Vanguard gets a crit. So now it's 33k with a crit. Now you can boost it with that 13k booster. Pretty good, right? So all of your units get boost, which means you can now put other baloney bullcrap somewhere and just wreck face with it. We got the reveal for Flower Garden Maiden Milas, which is the 30k Sentinel crit. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love the idea behind it. It makes it so that your options are better. Because in Standard, now you don't have to run any draw triggers at all. You can just run crits, and crits, and crits. And instead of running the grade 1 PGs, you run the 30k shield crits. So this card has some pretty insane value, but I don't think I'm going to run it too much because Neo Nectar is struggling with draw power and relying on getting crits to win you the game is kind of silly. But I can see it at 1 or 2 because I still want to run 6 draw triggers right now. That's how I'm feeling. Since your Vanguard's always going to have crits, you might as well. Then we've got Maiden of Sweetberry. Let's look at her. She was revealed recently. Vanguard Circle, Rearguard Circle. When placed, call a plant token. And if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard, Soul Charge 1. Continuous rearguard circle during your turn. If you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard, power plus 5,000. Continue. Well, yeah, I already said continuous. It's pretty good. It's really, really good because Dream Spinning Ranunculus uses up more soul than you want it to, which is 1. Then you've got Inez and Anelma, who are also going to end up using soul because you have the counterblast to use them. So, soul charge is pretty helpful in the deck. Also, plant token. It's pretty good. And also, I wanted to talk about Genuine Maiden Farine. It's a common. It's a common. Okay? It's pretty good. It has auto rearguard circle when placed. If your Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, call up to 1 plant token to rearguard circle, and one of your Vanguards gets power plus 5,000. So, it doesn't call plant tokens during the grade 2 turn, so it's kind of eh. But, to beef up your Vanguard on that grade 3 turn, that's pretty useful. So I'm taking a look at all this support and I'm thinking to myself, this deck is pretty okay-ish, right? So I proxied it yesterday and played it against a couple decks. I started with Mordred. Big mistake. I'll tell you exactly how that matchup went. First match, I lost. Second match, I lost. Third match, I lost. Fourth match, he didn't see Nemain or Mordred. I won. Fifth match, I lost. Sixth match, I lost. Seventh match, I lost. Eighth match, he didn't see Mordred, and I won. And then the ninth match, I didn't lose. I won. He saw Mordred, he saw everything he needed to see. I changed up the deck a little bit here and there throughout my playtesting, but in the ninth game, I managed to win. Because I managed to get the cards that I needed, draw, have an early game rush, and then crit sack him to death. Because I had 2 Flower Fairy tokens. I went second, so that way Mordred's skill couldn't happen while he first rode up. And then got 2 Flower Fairy tokens, did their thing. They both went off, big crazy attacks, and then he was like, Sentinel, perfect guard your Vanguard. And then I was like, watch this. And I direct checked 2 crits. And then all my tokens were attacking for 60k with 2 crits. I mean, 4 crits. So, like, everything was going to deal 4 damage. It was pretty big. It was huge. Then I tested it against Malkuth Melek, which isn't released here in America yet, but I had it proxied, so cool. It did surprisingly well against that. I thought that game would take forever, but Malkuth Melek doesn't have enough card draw to survive properly in this meta that we're walking towards. And then I tested it against Musketeers last night as well, the other Neonectar build. And honestly, I think Musketeers should have won most of those games, but I don't know what happened. Ahsha won 4 games out of 5. So maybe it's better than I'm seeing it for. And then we have one more reveal, one more double rare reveal for the set coming out. And I think it would be pretty cool if it was a card that, let's say it's Thuria. On place gains the same card name as, your Vanguard or something, and then gets plus 5,000 for every card you have with the same card name as the name that it copied. I think that'd be a really cool skill, especially for Standard. Not specifically for Premium, because Premium's weird right now, but I wouldn't mind seeing something like that. So, we've got another double rare coming. I will talk about that later, and then hopefully I'll be able to proxy up Neonectar and then, play some games with it, but for now, expect to see something along the lines of, my Mega Colony Standard deck profile, and then a pre-Ahsha Standard deck profile, which is currently a Musketeer Arboros build. It's not that good. It's kind of weak, and it has to crit sack to win. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Stay safe and don't do too many drugs.